Blackstone Audio presents Somewhere Between Luck and Trust by Emilie Richards. This book is read by Karen White. Chapter 1. Some days, when the morning light stole softly through the window behind Cristy Haviland's bed, she believed, just for the moments before she came completely awake, that she was still a girl in the Burrell Memorial Church parsonage. Sunlight filtered through pink organdy curtains had always given her childhood bedroom a rosy glow, and so many mornings she had lain quietly and watched the color warm and brighten the room until her mother came to wake her. There was nothing rosy about the room where she awakened now. The concrete block walls were a dingy beige, and the windows had no curtains. Nothing about her life was rosy now, but for that matter, her childhood hadn't been rosy either. How many times had she wished she could tear down those ruffled curtains, throw open the window, and drop to the ground below to begin a new life anywhere else. Now she knew that sometimes wishes came true. Although some occupants of the room were beginning to stir, the woman on the bunk above Cristy's was still sleeping. From the shaking of the bed and the groans, Cristy knew her bunkmate was having a nightmare. Nightmares were as ordinary here as the sobs that punctuated the darkness and the angry words that punctuated the daylight. It wasn't possible to jam 36 women together and force them to share narrow bunks and lockers, not without outbursts. Add day after monotonous day, when heat, hunger, and exhaustion drained away whatever humanity had been left them, then put it all together, and that was life in the North Carolina Correctional Institution for Women. Fully awake now, and all senses in gear, Cristy sat up quickly. Another woman was approaching her bed, sliding her feet along the floor like a skater. When the woman's face came into view, Cristy went limp with relief. She made room beside her, and Dara Lee, who slept against the far wall, heaved her considerable bulk onto the mattress. "You remember you be leaving today?" Dara Lee asked. Cristy gave one shake of her head. "Not when I first woke up. I kind of feel like I've lived here all my life." Dara Lee had a rich, throaty laugh. She was dark-skinned, dark-haired, and plump-cheeked. A cheerful face, marred only by a jagged scar that went from the corner of her left eye to the corner of her mouth.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?